In this video, I'm going to show you 5 gentle morning exercises for people over 65 with lumbar stenosis. If you have leg pain, stiffness, weakness when walking, or feel stuck bent forward, these exercises may help you stand taller and walk with less pain throughout the day. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Dr. Kevin Wafer, a chiropractor in Houston, Texas. Many people over 65 with lumbar stenosis feel stiff, bent forward, and in pain first thing in the morning. For some people, the first few steps out of bed are the hardest part of their entire day. You may notice that walking feels easier leaning over a grocery cart or bending slightly forward. You may also have burning leg pain, heaviness, weakness, or pain that gets worse the longer you stand or walk. Have you noticed that your leg symptoms feel worse the longer you stay upright or walk? Let me know in the comments. One of the most confusing parts about lumbar spinal stenosis is that you've probably been told completely different things by different people. Some people say never bend forward, others tell you to stretch more. The confusion can make you afraid to move at all, especially when the pain is already limiting your walking and mobility. But lumbar spinal stenosis often responds differently than other back problems. For many people, gentle flexion-based movements can help reduce pressure on the nerves and make movement feel easier. That's why in this video, we're going to eliminate all the confusion. I'm going to show you 5 gentle morning exercises you can do right on the bed before you even stand up. These movements are simple, controlled, and designed specifically for people over 65 with lumbar spinal stenosis. I'll show you these 5 gentle exercises in a moment, but always remember what feels comfortable and what you can tolerate. You should never force painful movement or push through increasing symptoms. If an exercise causes you more back pain, leg pain, or worsening numbness or weakness, stop doing that exercise. The goal of this routine is to help you move easier, reduce leg pain, improve mobility, and help you start the day with more confidence walking and standing. These exercises work a little differently for different people. As you go through the routine, pay attention to which movements help your legs feel lighter or make standing and walking feel easier afterward. Those are usually the exercises your body responds best to. I still recommend following the full routine in the order I show you because each exercise builds on the one before it. The sequence is designed to gradually loosen up the lower back and reduce pressure on the nerves step by step. We start with gentle decompression and flexion-based stretches to help reduce stiffness and leg symptoms first. Then we gradually move into mobility and light muscle activation exercises to help improve standing, balance, and walking tolerance throughout your day. Let's start with exercise number 1, the double knee to chest stretch. This is a gentle decompression exercise that places the lumbar spine into flexion, which is often a more comfortable position for people with lumbar spinal stenosis. Many people notice that bending forward slightly or leaning on a grocery cart feels relieving compared to standing fully upright. This movement uses that same principle in a gentle and controlled way. This is a great exercise to start with first thing in the morning because you can do it right away while still lying in bed before standing up and putting stress on the lower back and legs. The goal is not to force a deep stretch. The goal is to gently open up the lower back, reduce tension around the nerves, improve mobility, and help your body feel more prepared for standing and walking later in the day. Start with both knees bent and your feet resting comfortably on the bed. From here, slowly bring both knees up together towards your chest. Hold underneath the knees or over the shins, whichever feels more comfortable for your hips and knees. Gently pull the knees in until you feel a light stretch through the lower back, hips, and buttock area. Some people also notice reduced heaviness, aching, or tension into the legs during this movement. Keep your shoulders relaxed and continue breathing normally throughout the stretch. Hold this position for 10 seconds, then slowly lower both legs back down to the bed together. Repeat this stretch 3 times. The stretch should feel gentle and relieving. You should not force the knees tightly into the chest or push into pain. If the exercise increases back pain, leg pain, numbness, or weakness into the legs or feet, stop the exercise. Many people notice that the lower back already feels less stiff after this movement. That makes the next exercise feel even much more comfortable as we continue improving lumbar mobility and reducing morning tension before even getting out of bed. Exercise number 2 is child's pose. This exercise continues opening up the lower back with gentle flexion-based stretch that many people with lumbar stenosis find relieving. After starting with the double knee to chest stretch, this movement helps further reduce stiffness and tension through the lower back and hips, while continuing to place the spine in a more comfortable forward flex position. For many people, this stretch can help reduce that tight, compressed feeling in the lower back that often builds up overnight. It may also help the legs feel less heavy or irritated before standing and walking later in the day. From your back, slowly roll onto your side and then carefully push yourself up into a hands and knees position on the bed. From here, slowly sit your hips backward toward your heels while reaching your arms forward in front of you. Only go as far as feels comfortable. You should feel a gentle stretch to the lower back, hips, and possibly along the sides of the body. This stretch should feel relaxing and relieving, not aggressive or painful. If kneeling deeply bothers your knees and hips or lower back, place a pillow underneath your hips or simply don't sit back as far. Hold this stretch for at least 1 minute while breathing slowly and keeping your neck and shoulders relaxed. If this position gives you a lot of relief, you can stay here for longer, even up to 3 minutes if comfortable. Then slowly return to the starting position. If you're following along with me right now, how is your lower back feeling so far? Are you already noticing a little bit less stiffness or tension? Leave a comment and let me know. Now that the lower back and hips are starting to loosen up, we can move into a more controlled seated movement to continue improving lumbar mobility and help prepare your body for standing and walking throughout the rest of your day. Exercise number 3 is seated pelvic tilts. This exercise helps gently improve movement through the pelvis and lower back while continuing to place the lumbar spine into a slightly flexed position. For many people with lumbar spinal stenosis, this position feels more comfortable because it may help reduce pressure around the nerves in the lower back. After the first 2 stretches, the lower back and hips should already feel a little looser. Now we can start adding more controlled movement to help prepare the spine and pelvis for standing, walking, and changing positions throughout the day. For this exercise, we're only focusing on the posterior pelvic tilt portion of the movement, which is the backward pelvic tilt. We're not arching the lower back forward. The backward tilt gently rounds the lower back into flexion, which is often more comfortable and relieving direction for people with lumbar spinal stenosis. To start, sit near the edge of the bed with both feet flat on the floor. Relax your shoulders and place your hands on your thighs for support. From here, slowly roll your pelvis backward. Think about tucking your tailbone underneath while gently rounding the lower back. The movement should come from the pelvis and lower back, not from collapsing your chest forward. Pause briefly at the end of the movement for about 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly return to the starting position. Move slowly and keep breathing normally throughout the exercise. You should feel gentle movement loosening through the lower back and pelvis. Some people also notice reduced heaviness or tension in the legs afterwards. Repeat this for 10 slow repetitions. If it feels comfortable and relieving, you can work up to 30 reps. At this point in the routine, many people notice they're moving a little bit easier getting in and out of positions. That's important because the next exercise starts gently activating the muscles around the hips and core that help support balance, standing, and walking tolerance throughout the day. Exercise number 4 is seated marching. After improving mobility and reducing stiffness with the earlier exercises, this movement helps your body transition into a more active control before getting fully up and moving around. Many people with lumbar spinal stenosis notice weakness, heaviness, or fatigue in the legs when walking or standing for long periods. This exercise helps gently wake up the muscles around the hips and lower abdomen without placing too much stress on the lower back. To start, stay seated near the edge of the bed with both feet flat on the floor and your posture relaxed. From here, slowly lift a knee a few inches upward like a marching movement, then slowly lower it back down and repeat on the other side. Keep the movement slow and controlled. You don't need to lift your knees high. The goal is smooth movement and gentle muscle activation, not speed or intensity. Try to keep your upper body relaxed without leaning too far backward or forward during the exercise. You should feel the muscles around the hips, lower stomach, and upper legs working gently. Some people also notice they feel more stable and steady after a few repetitions. To make the exercise a little bit more advanced, gently tighten your abdominal muscles during the marching. Engaging the core can help improve stability and support around the lower back and pelvis, which may help with balance and walking control throughout the day. Repeat this for 10 repetitions per side. As you get stronger, you can increase this to 3 sets of 10 reps. This exercise helps bridge the gap between stretching and real movement. By this point, the lower back, hips, and legs are usually feeling looser and more prepared for standing and walking. That sets us up for the final exercise really well because now we can finish with the movement that closely mimics the forward flex position many people naturally use for relief during standing and walking. Exercise number 5 is seated forward flexion. This exercise brings everything together by combining lumbar flexion, gentle decompression, and functional movement in a seated position. Many people with lumbar stenosis naturally lean forward onto a counter, a walker, or grocery cart because that's the position that often feels more comfortable for the lower back. This exercise uses that same relieving position in a slow and controlled way. By this point in the routine, the lower back, hips, and legs should already feel looser and more mobile. This movement helps reinforce that flex position before standing up and starting your day. For many people, it can help reduce stiffness, improve comfort when first standing, and make walking feel a little bit easier afterwards. To start, stay seated near the edge of the bed with both feet flat on the floor and your knees comfortably apart. From here, slowly bend forward and reach your hands toward the floor between your legs. Only go as far as feels comfortable. Let your head, neck, and shoulders relax as you bend forward. The movement should feel more gentle and relieving through the lower back and hips. You should feel a mild stretch or opening sensation through the lower back. Some people also notice reduced heaviness or tension in the legs while holding this position. Hold the stretch for 10 seconds while breathing slowly and staying relaxed. Then slowly sit back up to the starting position. Repeat this stretch 10 times. Again, if it feels comfortable to you, you can work your way up to 3 sets of 10 reps. Move slowly and avoid forcing the stretch deeper. If the exercise increases back pain, leg pain, numbness, or weakness, stop the exercise. For many people, this final movement helps transition from sitting to standing feel smoother and more comfortable. It also closely mimics the position that often provides relief during walking and standing with lumbar stenosis. At this point, your lower back, hips, and legs should feel more mobile, less stiff, and more prepared for the day ahead. Even though lumbar stenosis can make walking, standing, and getting out of bed feel frustrating and exhausting, I want you to know that many people are still able to improve their mobility, reduce their pain, and move through the day with more confidence using the right movements and routines consistently. A lot of people with lumbar stenosis become afraid to move because they're worried about making things worse, especially after being told different things by different healthcare providers. That's why these exercises are designed to be gentle, simple, and easy to do first thing in the morning before putting extra stress on the lower back and legs. Give these exercises a try every day and see which ones your body responds best to. These movements are specifically designed to help relieve morning stiffness, leg pain, heaviness, and tightness associated with lumbar spinal stenosis. If you got relief from these exercises, let me know in the comments which one helped you the most. Was it the double knee to chest stretch or the seated forward flexion? Drop a comment and let me know. And make sure to come back to this video every day so you can follow along with the full guided exercise routine every morning. If you found value in this video, like and share it so other people with lumbar spinal stenosis can find relief too. And if you want more simple exercises and proven tips to help you feel better, move better, and stay pain-free, make sure to subscribe. I post a new video every week. And if your lumbar stenosis pain keeps coming back no matter what you've tried, there could be a reason why, which I explain in this video here. Go watch this video next.